Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, Sean Madden.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the option to give to Swift here. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipots now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Let's go now.
Now here's Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off the play fake, Young. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early could not secure it.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Young working out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in the running back drop down.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On third down, here comes Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On play action, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is. to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Young. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One more time with Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Check, Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos. Hurry.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The play fake, now Young. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second and 11. Young now. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on second down, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Only frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
On 1st and 10, Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the option to give to Swift here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70.
They'll set up a throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Oh, look at the juke. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Connection made with Shenault. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Oh, Young loses it. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
From the gun, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Big Lion. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60 Bobcat. Back in 60.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, ready?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Young on 3rd and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they work this well on the field across the 35.
It's crazy, man. Always come shooting against
First down as well. Swift again, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes left.
The defense was ready, it looked, for that run pass option.
Yup.
The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself
Huh?
the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of a...
Nah, I'm playing this Eagle ball. Damn.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the option to give to Swift here. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The drive continues as they search for a time touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be knocked down right at the 15-yard line. He's back to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, bro. 20 seconds left, fellas. 20 seconds.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Once again, it's Swift. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shifting a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Young. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Young. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Young. Now a desperate